So I don't usually do story times. I'm no professional story time channel or anything of that nature. Me personally, I am a certified marriage counselor by day and a lesbian vegan activist by night, and YouTube storytelling really isn't anywhere on my professional resume, but something wild just occurred in my life, and I had to inform the boys about this term of events that just took place. So without beating around the bush, here's the time I dated a demonic Onlyfans E-Thot. Alright, so getting down to the basics. First off, the female in question, obviously we can't use her real name, so we're just gonna give her a generic white girl name like Sarah. So we're gonna call her Sarah. Me and Sarah were pretty decent friends for a year and a half, I'd say, and I'd say this whole ordeal started about a year ago on one tragic day. The day that every man, woman, and non-gender conforming ape fears. It happened. I was in a Zoom class for my school, and I happened to be having a conversation that might have not been too school appropriate, and to my horror, my mic was unmuted and the entire class heard. Let me just tell you real quick, alright? So me and her, we was vibing back then. She was really cool. We wasn't like talking, no funny business, nothing sus, but we really got along, and I enjoyed her company and talking to her. Used to play games and all that cool stuff. And on this day, we were having a good old conversation, and she was talking about how this girl insulted her, and then she insulted her back by saying her titties were fake, and I thought it was really funny, and I had repeated that same statement that she had said because it was so funny. And what happened was, I didn't know that I was actually in my Zoom class. I had pressed the button, but I didn't know the teacher had let me into the class yet. If for some reason this one class, the teacher had the option, how when you join a Zoom class, it would automatically have your mic muted. Well, every class that I had that option turned on. For some reason, this one class didn't, and I don't know why she didn't have that option on. So when I joined, the class heard my entire conversation, and I had no idea I was even in the class. Funny thing is, the teacher, bro, I was so scared, bro. I was just minding my own business, having a good old conversation, and then I happened to hover over the Zoom window, and I was like, oh shucks, she let me into the class. So I clicked on it, and then everybody in the class was, giggling and everything, and then somebody in the chat, a real Chad, he was like, hey nigga, your mic's unmuted. And I looked down and my mic was unmuted, and I was like, oh, darn, where's that rope? That would come in real handy right now. Where'd I lay it? I think I'm gonna need to make use of it. And bruh, I was like, and then the teacher, she wasn't at her laptop, right? She came zooming over, and she was like, her eyes were wide open. She looked so surprised, and then she muted me, and then she whipped out her phone and she started texting with urgency. I was like, oh gosh, it's over now. I can't come back for this one. So immediately I turned into the baby's HR team and started putting together an apology pronto. I was like, miss, the language that I used, the sheer inappropriateness of it was just disgusting. It was objectifying. It was really horrendous, and I'm so sorry for any offense it might have brung, and just please. And I sent it in the Zoom private chat, and she saw it. She was like, honey, I didn't even hear what you said. I did just make sure it doesn't happen again, okay? I was like, nigga, Cat, what are you talking about? What are you talking? Shoot, I mean, if you didn't hear it, I didn't hear it. Obviously, she heard what I said. Obviously, she was capping, and she was just being really nice, because she was a really nice teacher. She's probably one of the nicest teachers I've ever had. She's probably one of my favorite teachers that I've ever had. Actually, funny story, she actually, later into the year, picked me for an award that my school was giving out. They act like it's special if you get it, but it's really not. It doesn't mean anything. But it was still cool getting it, and she was like, yeah, you're such a good student, and you're so hardworking. And I was like, no, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. But yeah, after the whole Zoom situation, me and Sarah just kind of stopped talking for a healthy amount of time up until a month ago when stuff started getting a bit goofy. So what happened was me and her had gotten into a little bit of a catch-up conversation. We're like, hey, how you doing? Oh yeah, I'm doing, one of those conversations. And during this conversation, she had posted a picture of herself on Instagram. And then I was like, you know what? Not to be don't take this weird or anything, but I always thought you were pretty pretty, right? And she's like, oh, thanks, you're cute. I was like, yeah, okay, all right, like, I'll take it. And I don't know what happened, dog, but it went from 1 to 100 faster than the death of Fall Guys. Let me tell you. She started talking about how she was getting her nipples pierced, and immediately I was like, all right, slow down there, buckaroo. And approximately 6 minutes and 24 seconds later, she sent over the stuff. Now, if you're a person of culture, you know what the stuff is. She was sending over some wild pictures and videos where I was like, yo, is this allowed? You can do this, huh? She was sending over stuff I ain't never seen before, bruh. And here's the thing, I didn't even ask for any of it. I was like, yo, Slime, sit down, take a chill pill. Like, I just called you pretty 10 minutes ago, and now you sending stuff I didn't even know was possible. Bro, and now here's the thing, all right? I don't like any of that. I don't want to see your butthole, and we've only been talking for 10 minutes. I don't want to see it, period. To be quite frank, call me gay, but I don't want to see that. You know what I mean? So any interest that I had in her at that point in time, in that moment, just completely dipped out faster than my dad when my mom told him that she was pregnant. But I didn't stop there, no. I decided to be a little cunt nugget, and you know, because I am a black male detective, and yes, black male is an important part of the job title, I decided to, you know, step back and really analyze the situation, you know, really take a deep observation, really see what could stem from this, right? So for research purposes, I got to investigating, and now in real life, I would never mess with a female like this, because think about it, bro. This is the first time you're talking to her. This is the first time in a long time you're talking to her, and she's ready to hand over stuff like that quickly. She's like, you made me laugh. Here's my butthole. You see that? You see that? Like, really now? If she's willing to just throw all that at you in 10 minutes, that says something. That says a lot about her. That shows that she has no self-respect. That ain't no quality woman right there. And that shows that she'll literally do it for anybody and everybody. I don't know why you would want somebody like that. But anyways, continuing on. So after about a week of talking and taking observations, it just all completely went downhill. First thing I noticed was she was spending an awful lot of money, and I was like, darn, where'd you get all that money, right? And she was like, oh, I have a job and everything. I was like, no, that still seems a little bit suspicious. And then she came clean. She's like, listen, I sell feet pics to old men, and I have multiple sugar daddies. And my immediate reaction to that was, hey, you trying to buy me an RTX 3080 though? That's what I'm trying to figure out. If she was really about to. That's the thing, bro. Like, I kind of felt bad because she was really about to. And I was like, no, like, it's a prank, bro. Like, don't do that. That's actually really messed up. But that was my first discovery. My second discovery was we were just having a conversation. I was just really curious. I asked her, what's the craziest thing you ever done, right? And she came at me with, I was having a quadruple with some girls, and one of the girls had put cocaine on her tongue, and I licked it off. Now, a normal Chad would have been like, wow, that's very hot. May you please gobble my nuts? Or he would have been like, no, that's kind of disgusting. I don't think I can mess with you. But a big-dicked Sigma male like me was like, that's very interesting. I think I'm gonna do some more research and investigations. Now, my third discovery came when she whipped out the crystals. Now, guys, if you don't know what the crystals are, it doesn't matter. If she whips them out, you better get out of that hoe pronto. If you don't, it's over for you. You see, I didn't know what the crystals were, and she had asked me, she was like, hey, can I give you some crystals? It would mean so much to me if I could give you these crystals. I was like, sure, I guess, like, okay. I didn't know what any of it meant until like a tidbit later when she had posted something on her Instagram. All right, bro, I'm gonna throw this screenshot up real quick, all right? Just to observe it, I'm gonna read it out, okay? So she had posted a picture with the rock. She was laying down and she had rocks on her face and like her stomach. I was like, hey, dude, what exactly are you doing with rocks on your face? She was like, I'm meditating. I'm putting the energy from my body into the crystals. And when I meditate with the crystals, I'm bonding with them. It's a bonding experience. And obviously, you get below, you can kind of see how I felt about that. Now, here comes the last two discoveries that made me end the investigation once and for all. And I felt like ending myself along with it. But basically, she had reposted this TikTok on her first snap, I think it was. And what the TikTok was, it was this girl saying, "Oh, my boyfriend was written by a woman." And basically the dude was like, "That's not how you talk to daddy." And he was like calling her darling and love and all this weird stuff. Bro, like, it was just so strange to me. And then I'd said, like, "Is this how you want me to talk to you?" And she said, "Yes." I was like, And then the last observation, this also happened on Snapchat. She posted a picture of a pentagram. She spray painted a pentagram. Technically a pentacle, but let's be honest, it's all the same thing. She spray painted it on her closet. And then after that, she was like, "Somebody come with me to spray paint pentagrams on a church building. That'd be so fun." And then I responded to it. I was like, "Bro, I'm gonna need a little bit of an explanation for this." And she's like, "You know what? Yes, I practice witchcraft and I do all this other stuff. And if you can't respect that, then you're just gonna have to leave." I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to follow in my father's footsteps and dip out for the milk or something like that, cause can't mess with you. You have a good day, miss. I think I'm gonna take you up on your offer. Yeah, I'm gonna go. And unfortunately, I had to close down the investigation. You know, I wasn't prepared for this level of retardation. It was just complete nonsense. And you might be saying, but like, okay, hold on now. Look at your title. You said that you dated her, and technically you didn't actually date her. And I mean, okay, Bill Cosby, if you want to go off on a technicality, then you do you. But here's the thing. On National Girlfriend's Day, I think it was, she got all mad. She was like, "You know, why don't you ask me out? Like, if you want to ask me out, I would be okay with it." I was like, no. Like, I appreciate the offer. It's just, you know, the evaluation was too high. There's too much of a risk here. I don't know if this is really a good investment for me, you know? So, like, I was given the opportunity. I just didn't take it because I'm not mentally ill. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this true story at the moment. So if you did enjoy, make sure to show some support and join the Long Dong Gang by pressing that red subscribe button and pressing the notification bell so you'll be notified when I drop some more quality content. I'm trying to hit 10,000 subscribers by September, so if you want to help, I'd really appreciate it. And don't forget to assert your dominance by pressing that like button. And if you're a memer, gamer, or anything of that nature, make sure to join the Discord. Link will be in the description below. Y'all have a blessed day.